What's up, everybody? It's Make It Make Sense. And yo, every day I think, don't be messy. And then I can't keep that promise. So today is no different. Like the videos, the intro plays. We got a lot to get into, and we got some people to get into.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense to me intellectually.
Make it make sense. You know what was up. Tell Kirk in his 3 earrings I said hello.
Get my legs shot to see if she can feel something.
Big moves. Surfer. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things in your dream. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things in your dream. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
Doing the polyamorous relationship thing, you have 2 girlfriends right now, right? I mean,
I don't know why you all gagging. Soak it up, honey. Go.
is that the cap or would you add more to it?
No specific cap. It just depends on, who I vibe with and who vibes with me.
I know. Okay, so no cap to it. So as many maybe you'd add. Oh, okay, we're not closing the door to that.
As many as you can afford, That's how it works.
As many as you can afford. I still haven't forgiven Neo for what he did to his ex-wife or his ex-baby mama or whatever. When he had her tie her tubes and then said, I don't want any more babies, instead of him tying his tubes. Then he goes out and gets somebody pregnant. Then he goes out and gets somebody else pregnant. Now you got 2 girlfriends. They'll probably be pregnant. Anyway, hopefully all of them take after their mama. Okay, that was ugly of me to say. I'm sorry, my bad. Let's get right into it. Floyd Mayweather and Tyga. So apparently Floyd is getting sued. Boxing icon Floyd Mayweather and rapper Tyga, although they use that term loosely, because when was the last Tyga song you heard, named in $4 million lawsuit by Miami jeweler. Boxing icon Floyd Mayweather and rapper Tyga have been named in a $4 million RICO lawsuit that has been filed by a Miami jeweler, according to the Miami New Times. Now, I really do feel like RICO is just being thrown around all willy-nilly. Everything is RICO, RICO, RICO. That's all you hear now, especially after Diddy. I didn't even need to pull this lawsuit because it's not the same type of lawsuit. I don't think we have to go to the ins and outs. It says, in this lawsuit, the jeweler, Leonard, the owner of Lenzo & Company, accused the 2 celebrities of owing the desired amount for diamond jewelry and luxury watches that they purchased in 2021. It is now 2024. There is no reason why this man should not have been paid, especially since Floyd talks with his money. Floyd tricks off his money on, we'll just say, some lovely ladies. There's no reason why this man with that amount of money would receive a good from somebody and not feel like they needed to pay. The suit filed in Miami federal court alleges that they violated the Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organization Act. Claims of fraud, civil conspiracy, breach of contract, unjust enrichment, and civil theft have also been filed. What's his name? Leonard claims he sold Mayweather a yellow gold Audemars Piguet watch, 2 Richard Mille watches, a Patek Philippe watch, a rose gold presidential day date, a diamond ring, and a necklace. In Floyd's defense, he can't really count. So he might have thought that he paid. No, please stop. The money team, the person that already came after me once. I take that back. I take that back. He can count. I'm just being stupid. The defendant claims that he only received $267,000 in the form of 2 down payments before Mayweather left Miami. As for Tyga, the suit claims that the Rack City rapper failed to pay for a Rolex watch. Mayweather and his posse, the money team, have been accused of engaging in predatory, unfair, improper, fraudulent, and unscrupulous practices to exploit his reputation and inventory. systematically stealing and converting the watches and jewelry without paying the agreed upon prices. Documents claim that he met Mayweather and members of the money team in 2021 at the Fountain Blue in Miami hotel. Now, the Fountain Blue used to be extremely nice to me until I stayed there one Memorial Day weekend. And let's just say it's a different kind of experience. Everybody goes to the Fountain Blue. I never saw so much twerking outside in the little walk up in my life. It goes down at the Fountain Blue, including fights. So, but anyway, yeah, everybody used to always be at the Fountain Blue. Despite alleged demands from the money team that I want to call him by his first name. What was it? Leonard. I wonder if that's his American name. Leonard's phone be confiscated. Despite alleged demands from the money team that Leonard's phone be confiscated, the jeweler claims he was able to secretly document the transaction by using another phone, capturing images of the purchased items and cash payments. So that in itself is pretty crazy. You're wanting somebody to come into a space that you are inhabiting with your team, your everything. They are bringing millions of dollars of jewelry to you at your request, and you're like, this can't be filmed. Why not? Mayweather was seen wearing the diamond necklace and ring while riding in his money team van after leaving Miami. He also recently posted a photo wearing the necklace alongside his agent, the lawsuit notes. Leonard traveled to Las Vegas 2 weeks later at the request of Mayweather's agent to meet with the boxer and the rapper. Let's see if we got the picture of him wearing it. Well, I would think he would have the picture showing us, but they don't. At the meeting, Tyga allegedly agreed to pay $79. The jeweler claims that the boxer bought more items from him, including 10 Rolex presidential anniversary watches, a Rolex Day 40, and another Richard Mille watch. Now, at this point, I'm blaming the jeweler. Because if he already didn't pay you the lump sum that you requested, he put a down payment on it. Why would you then sell him millions of dollars worth more jewelry? I'm sorry, jewelry worth millions of dollars. Pay me for what you owe me first, and then I'll come to you and I'll present you with more. But this is now on you. They were already being shady. You couldn't record. You couldn't have your phone. You couldn't do all these things. They didn't pay but a portion of what was owed. Now you're going to give them another 13 pieces of jewelry? Mayweather is accused of making further purchases without setting his existing balance, misleading Leonard into thinking they would continue a profitable business relationship. Yeah, it was profitable for that ninja because he didn't have to pay. I'm pretty sure this man is offering him top of the line stuff. Time passed and the jeweler did not receive any expected payments. Leonard says he exchanged messages with Richnitz, who allegedly confirmed the boxer owed $1.8 million for the watches. Despite being assured that the payments would come, Leonard says he never received the promised funds. In addition to the $1.8 million for the watches, the lawsuit asserts that Mayweather owes $2 million for the diamond ring and necklace. Mayweather recently took part in a controversial exhibition fight against John Gotti, in which it appeared that he fired the referee in the middle of the bout. Okay, we don't really care about that. This just, first off, Tyga, this is not 2018 where you're still dating a Kardashian, or 2017, whenever you was dating a Kardashian. When was the last time we heard Tyga have any charting song? I know he collabed with Iggy Azalea, whatever. You should have known you were going to get paid from him. And why would you? What a weird, odd couple for them even to be hanging out like that. Tyga. Maybe Tyga's been hanging with the money team, and that's why Tyga and the man that Amber Rose lost to Cher was fighting Travis Scott. Maybe that's why, because he's been hanging with Mayweather. The more you know. He's still tiny. He still lost that fight. I want to get into Evelyn. I did a story recently where I said Evelyn's daughter stole her mom's friend's baby daddy. We were talking about the game. Apparently, Evelyn has caught wind of some of the rumors out about Shawnice and decided that she needed to set the record straight, but I don't know if she succeeded. Y'all tell me.
So I'm literally sitting here cracking up and thinking to myself, first of all, my face is a little red because I was emotional about something good. But anyway, so because I'm on the other side of it, right? And you guys follow like these celebrities and people, and I know that people talk about us because of the show, who would date, you know, whatever's happening in our lives. But it's always interesting for me, and I talked about this recently, for me to read the stuff about myself that are just false, you know. Oh my God, this person was best friends with that person. How dare they? Guys, stop making this shit up, okay? It's everything that you read online, a lot of it is bullshit. You know, I don't mind. Like, I live in my truth. I say what it is, but some of this stuff is crazy.
I do think that Evelyn, in terms of, you know, Evelyn says she lives in her truth. She doesn't technically deny I'm sure she's talking about the men she's been with. She doesn't deny it, but they're high profile. So it's not like she could hide it. And everybody she dates is high profile. So I don't know if I would consider her a truth teller.
To read.
Somebody said the game has not been with the baby mama for years, and he has cheated on her for several years. Yeah, Lisa, but what's in question is whether Evelyn and the woman were friends. See, this photo is a baby shower that Shawnice and Shawnee hosted for Evelyn, where close friends and family were invited. So was she your friend or was she not your friend? Did you just invite random people to your baby shower because they're in the industry? Like, what is it? I think she's trying to save face. And what you forgot to say is the game also allegedly broke Tiffany's nose. There is documented domestic violence. So it's not like we're saying anybody's saying the game is a winner. But I think Evelyn is trying to distance her daughter from anything that might bring up the whole Build-A-Whore conversation again.
Anyway, my message got cut off. Anyway, the point is that, yeah, you know, take the stuff you read with a grain of salt, you know, and really think about you as a person, right? When you read things and you're passionate about it or you really believe it, you're saying, oh, okay, let me go to that person's page to really tell them about themselves. But a lot of the stuff that you see is really bullshit. You know, if I was in a photo with somebody 10, 15 years ago, whatever it is, it doesn't mean we were friends. It doesn't mean we were best friends. It doesn't mean that we dated.
People take pictures and photos of people they don't really know all the time, or people that they're only casually acquainted with. It always happens. People take crazy photos all the time. Sorry. I go into this trying not to be messy.
You could be in a photo with somebody, or you could share space with somebody and it not be what people make it out to be, you know, and a lot of people believe this shit. So it's so interesting to me. Anyway, life is good. You know, we're good. I'm happy. But yeah, just needed to share that because I'm always like, what the hell? Anyway, my message got cut off. Anyway, the point is that, yeah.
So these are photos of her with Shawnee. So the girl in the middle is the game's ex, baby mama. Multiple photos with her and Shawnee. This is again at the baby shower when Evelyn thought she had hit the golden ticket with Carl because he had that $150 million contract. But the allegations go, she wanted a crazy amount if he should have cheated. So he just kicked her to the curb. This is her again, hugged up with the game's ex-baby mama. I mean, photos are not everything, but it's a little strange. And is this person on the right Diddy's baby mama, Sarah Chapman? I just picked up on that. Y'all tell me, is that Sarah? Is that Sarah Chapman? Diddy's baby mama that used to be with Tupac? I can't tell. Sometimes with the makeup that people wear, everybody kind of be looking alike. Sharnice definitely could, but I'm starting to see that even the quiet ones want a little bit of celebrity, want a little bit of fame. So that's being friends with Sarah is a whole nother ballpark. Somebody said, yeah, that's her. Birds of a feather. Let's get into this because some comments were made. Hopefully we don't get in trouble for showing this clip. I think because it's on the Neighborhood Talk, we should be okay. But Jennifer pissed me off more than normal with this comment.
In the wedding, everything is like going good. You know, I feel like it's always the first of the month. More restitution. Not trying to be like nosy or nothing like.
Somebody said, did Sarah snake Kim Porter? Actually, Sarah and Kim both knew and were friends with Misa Hilton, Diddy's first baby mama. So yes, there was some snake stuff going on when Kim Porter got with Diddy, and then more snake stuff going on because Sarah then got with Diddy. I can't make it make sense.
But how do people just go to a judge and the judge say you owe $300,000? He was in a toxic relationship. They got into an argument, and he got accused of false imprisonment. If you say, don't leave, let's work this out, that's considered false imprisonment. I ain't never seen it. He would have been better off just letting her go, get in a car crash, and whatever happens to her.
That is disgusting. That is disgusting. So y'all see, I had to comment, and this was my comment. Actually, the young woman Jen talking about was experienced domestic violence at the hands of Christian. This is all included in the court documents. He allegedly would beat her and drag her back in the house. It's disgusting that Jennifer keeps minimizing what that woman went through. Nobody just jumps out of a 4-story window if they feel safe in their home. We know this because y'all were here when I read the court documents. But the fact that she would say something as flippant as he would have been better off if he just let her go. The insinuation is this girl was so drunk, she would have done something to harm herself while driving. I cannot reiterate enough. People do not just fly out of 4-story windows. And if Jennifer truthfully, like from her heart, believes Christian's rendition of what happened, then she deserves him. She deserves him, and they deserve each other. Grown woman, don't try me. Love you, Mims. Thanks. And I thank you for being a member for 19 months. I appreciate that. What at this point, I feel like if that woman wants to come forward, she should definitely she should do an interview. I would interview her if she felt comfortable coming forward, because it's one thing to lie. It's another thing. This took me back to Rashida and K. Michelle. And Rashida had been at every scene crying with K. Michelle when it involved conversations about the domestic violence that she had experienced at the hands of Memphis. And then when the reunion came out, I guess Toya, her friend, said, that's not a good look. And then all of a sudden, she did not believe that K. Michelle had been beat up by Memphis. The thing is, if you're not there, it's really hard to hear man or woman kind of minimize what somebody who has been abused is going through. Then to Rashida, who always looks dumb. You look dumb when your husband is in a jacuzzi with Mary Jane and No Neck Benzino. You look dumb when a girl comes on the show and gets pregnant. You look dumb when we find out that Kirk was trying to get anybody in the rap game. Kirk literally had given Da Brat The Brat is a whole lesbian and was always a whole lesbian. He was tricking off money on the Brat, buying her Lincoln Navigators. And you know, back in like 98, 2000, Lincoln Navigator was it. It was Escalade and Lincoln Navigator. Everybody had one. And the Brat had one because Kirk Frost had tricked off on her when he was still a street dude. Now, I don't know what goes on with Kirk and his 3 earrings, but I can tell you that he has made Rashida look crazy multiple times over the course of all these years. So to take it back to Jennifer doing this, somebody in the comments said, women do that all the time. Every woman does not minimize what the woman before them went through. That's bullshit. I stand corrected. Bian said, oh, I know that's right, Brad. The Brat lived bisexually once upon a time, but she's always been butch. The more you know. I had no idea. I'm not minimizing the Brat. I'm a fan. I watch her show. I like the Brat. All I'm saying is Kirk sought after a girl in Atlanta in the rap industry. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm trying to purchase a membership and it will not process my payment. Don't know what to do. I'm not quite sure. But I appreciate you trying to get a membership. I mean, I remember the Brat, she had on like a bikini. She was that girl. She was, I think she had the first platinum selling female rap artist. I think she had something, like she has something in the stratosphere of the first. I'm not minimizing her. I'm just saying Kirk went after girls in the industry because he always wanted to be Kirk with the 3 earrings on television. And the Brat wasn't interested in him, but she wasn't dumb and she was going to take the Lincoln Navigator. But anyway, good luck, Jen.
Trying to pretend like I'm not listening to this because it is disturbing. First, it's domestic violence with Evelyn right here. Then Jen said something about car wreck and Brooke is right here. I'm like, oh, damn. Like, girl, shut up. What's going on with you and the Christian and the wedding? Everything is like going good. I feel like it's always the first of the month. More restitution.
So when she said that, just to get into this, because we now know that there's no restitution, right? We know that it wasn't $250,000, it was $12,500. We know all these things. For Jennifer to bring it up again, in my head says this is a talking point that they planned. They just did not think that people would go digging to find the truth. So now I'm thinking Jennifer is in it. I know y'all picked up on that talking point. I feel like it's the first of the month. The only way that I would understand her saying that is if she was the one paying the restitution, or he's saying, I can't do this because I have my restitution to pay. I feel like when this all crumbles, we're going to get some Angela Yee, Jennifer, I got scammed again type documentary, and I don't want to watch it. Don't watch it, y'all, because we saw it play out. And I feel like you're a part of it. Your hands are in this. Your hands are not clean. Now she's digmatized. Y'all, we got like 1,800 in the chat. Definitely hit that like button. Oh, let's see. I want to get into Tyrese. So this was extremely interesting to me. And I think it says a lot about Tyrese's psyche. It says, Tyrese Gibson, mom made me act special needs for the government cheese.
Let's go to a Social Security building and play.
You get that check.
$780. Straight up. Government cheese.
You been acting.
That was my first acting gig.
Your mom was your first director. She gave you your first movie gig. Your mom, first director. What lady did?
That was my first motherfucking acting gig.
That was your first acting gig.
Hey man, they laughing off.
That's
but he hasn't stopped acting it yet. That's the problem, y'all. When we see Tyrese acting out and he's doing all this kind of stuff on camera, let me see.
Congratulations! Oh my God! Congratulations! Oh my God! Congratulations!
When we see these kind of things and then you put it into context and perspective, I don't know, A, if it's an act, or B, if he at that young age learned to lie and act these certain ways to get a certain amount of attention or a desired effect. Now, I'm not a therapist. If we have any therapists in the chat or who are going to watch this on the replay, definitely put in the comment section if that could have in some way warped his reasoning skills, because that's basically positive reinforcement for a negative. Typically, now we know that Tyrese's mom was an alcoholic, so we don't know how much that played into it, but it was kind of giving Precious's mom. If we're just going to be honest, tell me Tyrese saying that did not remind you of Precious. Could this have been positive reinforcement for a negative behavior, and that has followed him into his adulthood?
Your mom gave you.
Why you laughing so goddamn hard, man?
Hey, your mom gave you first
face brain over. He laughing.
Rest in peace to the legend. But your mom gave you
My
first
mama
acting
put me
gig.
on, man.
Yup.
Fuck you, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all what it was, though. The crazy shit. I ain't never shared this shit publicly in my life. Oh man, they can't. Hey, you can't arrest my mom. She gone. Fuck out of here, government. I said, Mama, well, this now I'm like fucking 8 years old. She said, this is what we gonna do. She said, we got to go into this county building, and you know, if y'all end up doing this, we gonna get $760 a month, and your mama could use this. You know, I'm here. We in the hood. I'm working and trying to keep up. It's for y'all. You know, you got your 2 sisters, your brother, and so if y'all do this, then this is how much money your mama gonna get.
Is it a piece or was it just for all y'all? Was it $700 a piece?
It was $762 a piece.
Ooh.
So she made the entire family play like they were special needs. Belly B says, I really hate that he's so loud about being from LA. He's definitely y'all's. Y'all can keep him. We don't want him. Thanks, Belly B. Warrior Goddess says he's lying. KT said, I just saw Tyrese in an interview blaming old school R&B music for causing some of his mom's addiction. Let's move on. We've seen Tyrese recently. I don't know if the man technically needs help or not. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if Tyrese needs help. I know this beard needed help. I know that Tyler Perry has better wigs and beards than this. You went to go sing the national anthem. You're trying to revamp your career. You're putting out an album. I don't know if this is like out of the Kanye playbook, like we're going to get attention at all costs, or if these things are really a cry for help. KB says, therapist note, maybe his experiences led to maladaptive schemas. What is maladaptive schemas? Let's see. It says an early maladaptive schema is a pervasive, self-defeating, or dysfunctional theme or pattern of memories, emotions, and physical sensations developed during childhood or adolescence and elaborated through one's lifetime that often has the form of a belief about the self or the world. The belief that the needs of others are more important and must be fulfilled at all costs. Well, no, that's self-sacrifice. Oh, self-sacrifice is maladaptive schema. I definitely don't think he has Oh, there's 18. Okay, I will look into this. There's 18 different ones. I'm not a therapist. KB, I guess you are a therapist. I'm seeing something just seems off. I don't know if it's like a need for attention, because I question anybody who goes online to cry, not just Tyrese.
Oh my God. Congratulations. Oh my God. Congratulations.
You have to hold the camera up. You want people to see that you're crying. I don't know. This moment, and I'll say this felt real to me, but I can't play it because the Breakfast Club likes to strike my stuff. So we'll just play the audio. But he had a real moment on the Breakfast Club.
A lot of grief. Like I think about, Brother Paul Walker, and I think about
John
Singleton, your mother,
divorce. Both of my sisters died.
Your sisters. People don't look at divorce as grief, but you did. You lose things. You probably lost a lot of friends when you went through your mental health breakdown. Are you really, really, really? Have you really taken the time to deal with all of that grief, or do you just try to stay busy to avoid it?
He seemed to be reaching out at that point.
I'm doing the best I can with every 24 hours I get.
Now, I want to show you his face, because this, I do believe, there is a stigma about Black men crying. Let's not pretend like that does not exist. And there's also all of these like adages and beliefs that if a Black man is crying, they're weak, they're gay. We haven't technically moved past that. And in a later video, I'll get into the effeminate kids, like Jada Waiter's son, and what a hard time she's having with the whole internet calling her very, very, very young son gay. We'll get into that in another video. For Tyrese, I never thought he was this great of an actor. I feel personally like this man is going through something on one hand, or coupled with a desire or a need for attention in the other hand. This felt like a real moment to me. I knew that his mom had passed away and that was hard on him. I knew that he rewarded her with the house because she was alcohol free. I did not realize that his sisters had passed away, multiple divorces, but I just don't know what to believe with Tyrese. He does some off the wall stuff. Like, you're already done with your ex-wife and you have a whole new girlfriend that you then just bought a really nice Land Rover for. What would be the reason to be saying these things?
Singing all these songs about how I feel and how I'm feeling about what I lived and experienced, because she left me out the blue. She can't say she don't know how I feel about it. Y'all seeing all the interviews. The only person that ain't called me to say I'm sorry. I guess all these feelings that you caused don't fucking.
You want your ex-wife, who you do not want to pay, you want the child support to go down. You want you don't want to really do anything for her with her. You have an expectation that this woman who is not with you is going to call you to apologize because you wrote some songs and she is supposed to know that those songs are about her. Newsflash, like most of the population, she probably didn't buy your album. And it's insulting to your new girl that you would even think to address your old girl and say what she should be calling you to talk to you about. Autumn's mom says, it sounds like he really was eligible for that. She says it sounds like he really was eligible for that check, and his mother lied to him to spare his feelings and just called it acting. He seems special. Oh Lord, thank you for being a member for so long, Autumn's mom. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. Okay, fix it.
Nah, I'm not playing victim. I'm a grown man. I'll tell you what I said. I'll tell you what I did. Accountability is a must. I'm coming up on 4 years of posting, venting, talking, releasing songs and singles. And ain't nobody called me to say I'm sorry. You know, I didn't even know, I did not know I caused that much damage. I had no idea that I had no idea. Yeah, well, if you didn't know, you know now, because you didn't heard the goddamn songs, and you didn't seen the Instagram posts, and you didn't see me on Joe Buttons and this and that. I've been talking, venting, uploading, all the above, and singing all these songs about how I.
Now, this is what makes me think that he's doing this for publicity. He posts a lot about the songs he writes. He's doing every interview, and nobody's really asking him about his music. So if he infuses a little crazy in an Instagram post where he can steer people to maybe go check out one of his songs, that's why I feel like part of this is an act. Something seems off, but the other part seems like promotion.
Just got another letter from her lawyers requesting that I send over all of my tax returns and all of my bank statements, because she's trying to get 20,000, and I think they're trying to take it up to like 40. And they've been looking at all of my movies and all of the concerts and shows that I've been doing, and they're over there like blood-sucking lawyers rubbing their hands. And Samantha's doing the same thing, rubbing her hands, and they going, oh.
But you want this woman to call you because you wrote a song about her.
You know, for the last year and a half, he looks like he's been doing really well.
Tyrese has an Oscar? Is that an Oscar in the background, y'all? What was... Okay, let me look that up. Tyrese Oscar performance. Oscar. No. So he's not an Oscar winner, but I keep seeing him. Oh, man. Oh, Jesus. Fix it. Fast and Furious actor Tyrese Gibson bought a fake Oscar trophy as a stand-in until he wins a real one. You go ahead and keep that one, sir. You go ahead. Blue. I had no idea. You go ahead and keep that one.
Let's go ahead and get them bank statements over here so we can figure out a way to get this law firm. I just got another letter from her lawyers. Another $600,000 that we're asking for in legal fees. It's a dirty, dirty game out here. Well, y'all gonna keep waiting. Y'all pray for me, because I am hearing that the appeals court around my case is being appealed. My divorce case is being appealed.
Right.
And they're going to give me the outcome of my appeal August 25th. Another 6.
Okay. So I don't know what's going on. The verdict will remain out. Good luck on the album and with your girl as you talk about your ex and everything you got going on, sir. I can't make heads or tails of it. Yesterday, I told you guys that Steve Harvey had finally responded to Katt Williams. Just a reminder.
And you'll never have a hater that's doing better than you. Always know that. Don't get off the wall to dress some pity any ass boy who ain't got shit going for himself. Now you done stopped your climb up on the wall so you can come down here and talk to his little punk ass. Don't do that, man. I stay away from it. Now, do I want to? Yes. Because I'm a human being and I'm hood. I used to be a fighter and I still got hands. They slow, but if you get up on me real close, I can still knock your monkey ass out there. I just don't have the quickness I have. But but I still know how to turn my hip and shift that weight, and I'll knock your short ass out. I'll shoot your perm straight out your head.
Now, I mean, we do know that he has a jailhouse perm. But after we found out that you was wearing a lace front all through the Steve Harvey show and for all these years, I don't know. I would rather have the perm than the lace front. Give me a Katt Williams perm any day over that lace front that Steve Harvey used to wear on the Steve Harvey show. Somebody said that his mustache might be a lace front too. I think that's real, but I think he's dyeing it for sure. Katt Williams has responded. Probably not in the way that you would have expected. Shout out to Comedy Hype.
Now, of course, Katt Williams himself has caught wind of Harvey's comments and took to Instagram in order to post a video and seemingly respond to what Harvey had to say.
God damn, I look motherfucking good. Eat it. You bitches up. I'm talking about eating you bitches up. God damn, I look motherfucking good. Eating.
So Katt posted this in response to Steve Harvey. She's eating them bitches up. That's all I can say. Kudos to her. Kudos to her. She's eating the bitches up.
You bitches up. I'm talking about eating you bitches up.
The caption for the video read, "Yes, Steve," followed by a few reaction emojis. Now, if you remember earlier this year, Katt would call out Harvey in his infamous Club Shay Shay.
There will never be another Katt Williams whatever interview. The Club Shay Shay interview was the perfect storm in terms of publicity, impact. Although Shay Shay already had a great channel, it catapulted him. What it also did was it pissed everybody off, because here is this little ninja with a jailhouse perm talking about every big comedian that he don't F with, and it swayed public opinion in a way that nobody could have anticipated. And they're still pissed, and they're gonna be mad. Anita, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate you. Strength from Within says, "Hey Mims, I enjoy your content. The transparency, integrity, and the dash of messiness. That's usually facts. Blessings to you." Thank you. Somebody put, we're gonna have to do a video where I show you how to find out, who trolls are and how to determine who trolls are. Some of my trolls said I got a real teethy smile. So I'm thinking that maybe they just don't have teeth. I don't know. I want some veneers though, to be honest with you. So whatever. Let's get into Katt real quick.
You would have to have a range. I played a lot of characters, 60 movie roles. I'm not playing Katt Williams in there.
I don't know, Katt. We might not let you drink anymore the way I mean, we ain't even got.
I'm not fueled by alcohol. That went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business. And it's a man unit. Then you ask him, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same Negro that hated on Bernie with this same thing. I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good old baby and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none. You would have to have a range. I played a lot of characters, 60 movie roles. I'm not playing Katt Williams in there.
I don't know, Katt. We might not let you drink anymore. The way you. I mean, we ain't even got.
I'm not fueled by alcohol. That went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole.
So, definitely Steve had reason to be mad. But is anybody requesting a Steve Harvey biopic? I would rather have a Marjorie biopic. I would rather Marjorie come out and say, I went from Lady Heroin to Lady Godiva, Lady Harvey. I went from Lady Heroin to Lady Harvey. That's what I would rather hear. I would rather hear how she worked drug dealers, got her new drug dealing boyfriend in with the old drug dealing boyfriends or husbands, guys, to start their drug dealing career. How when things got rocky, she got that basketball player to help pay off the club that the one drug dealer had left her while she was cheating on him with Steve Harvey. That's the biopic that we need. We need a Marjorie Harvey biopic. How to get them, how to keep them, how to work them, and how to set your children up to get the next billionaire. Because that's really what the goal is. She thought she had gotten it with Diddy. And she had to pull Lori back from that one. The goal is a Kardashian type takeover for Lori and Steve. So Steve is worth what? Maybe a few $100 million? They're shooting for the stars. We need a Marjorie Harvey biopic. She could teach Evelyn. She could teach every basketball wife, since there is no real basketball. Well, no, there's the lesbian basketball wife. So Jackie Christie and the lesbian, they got two. But all the rest of them who've been, laying it low and spreading it wide for years, who can't keep them, Marjorie is the GOAT. Superhead ain't even got that kind of talent. Marjorie is the GOAT. We don't need to, Steve, we know your story, and people have poked holes in the stuff that you done said about having been homeless in the 80s and all that, and how Marjorie wasn't your mistress when technically Marjorie was the mistress and you were her mistress because she was married to that drug dealer and you were married to your first wife who had them children, who was back home. We know all these things. We need a Lady Heroin biopic. But let me tell you what he's saying. According to Deadline, a biopic about Steve Harvey is currently underway. The biopic is set to follow Steve's journey of leaving his sales job at age 26 to pursue comedy full-time. The movie will give audiences a look at all the obstacles that occurred during his career transition. I've been reluctant to make a movie about my life for years until I read the pitch, for 72. It focuses on one of the most difficult moments in my journey and career and shows the world that hope is never truly lost if you have a good mistress on your side. Wait until you see what we do with this. We know his second wife was a mistress, and according to her, she didn't even know she was the mistress. She thought she was the only one until his mama called and said, "No, girl, you're the mistress." Now, after she found out she was the mistress, she stayed because she'd gotten very accustomed to the lifestyle, not even knowing that there was a Marjorie and another lady who had a concierge service. Give us a Marjorie biopic. I'll be the first person in line. If Marjorie writes a book, even though I heard she don't really like me, I would buy it. I would buy an autographed copy, and I would give one of y'all a copy. But Marjorie has effectively followed in the Queen of England's footsteps and completely erased the fact that she was a mistress. I can already name it for it. It could just be called The Mistress Diaries, and it could star the Queen of England, Camilla. That's a face only a mom could love. It's a hard-looking face. So Camilla was really putting it down. If it was between Diana and Camilla, Camilla was the one that said yes to everything. Watch the Royals come after me like they came after Jason Lee. Why she didn't like me? I interviewed her ex-husband when he wrote his book, Snakes in the Garden, or wherever it's at. It's right here. Y'all know Camilla had to be doing something that Diana wasn't doing. Tamika, thank you so much for the generous super chat or super sticker. I appreciate you. Let me stop being messy. I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna work on that. I'm going to actively work on being less messy. Not she was the mom. In my opinion, Camilla was the mom that Charles never had. Yikes. I had another topic, but look out for that tomorrow. Unfortunately, I'll probably drop a pre-recorded video, and I'm gonna be going in on the Jasmine brand. I like the Jasmine brand, but she did some what I consider some F's, and I'll drop a pre-recorded video about that tomorrow. Tonight I came on a little bit early because I'm gonna be in the chat for my buddy Rodney the Voice. Just reached a major milestone. He just hit 40,000 subscribers, so I'm gonna be in his chat clowning and trolling like I always am. 72, is that his age? How old is he? Is Steve 72 yet? Let's see. He's 67. What is 72? Let's see. Steve Harvey, 72 significance. Oh, we'll focus on a key 72-hour period in 1993 when he discovered that his mistress was the love of his life. That's not what it says. Right before Harvey's performance at the Apollo Theater, a moment that would help shape his career. I give Steve Harvey a hard time, but I remember him from way back when. I had the Kings of Comedy. I watched his show. I like Steve Harvey. I do. Do I think that, in his older age, after he married Marjorie and all this kind of stuff, and more of his personal life came out, that it kind of put a damper? Sure. But I still like Steve Harvey. He's not like done anything wrong. It wasn't like he was Lady Heroin. He might have not been able to keep it in his pants ever. But I don't really think that, he's done anything that has really hurt him. And he's effectively helped the community. He has a charity. Now his charity was set up with his second wife, the mistress. And then he kicked her to the curb, and then Marjorie took over it. But he does have a charity. Y'all know I love and support that. Steve ain't really done anything other than been a cheater. Is Lady Heroin. Yes, when he don't want people to talk to him. But, worse things have happened with your boss. Lady Heroin is the book that I want to read. Lady Heroin is the book that the Brittany Renners and Evelyn Lozada should be picking up. Because she got hers and she kept them. And Steve ain't going nowhere. If anybody's going somewhere, trust me, it wouldn't be her. It would be Steve. And she's getting everything, I bet. Her and Lori. Anyway, I got to go because this got messy real quick. This got messier than I wanted it to. We got 2,500 in the chat. Y'all, do we even have 1,000 likes? Let's see. No, we don't even have 1,000 likes. Definitely hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. The channel is growing pretty fast. I think we might be able to hit 200 by the end of the year, but I know we're almost at 184,000. So if you are new to the channel, definitely subscribe. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow, but look out for that Jasmine brand. I hate to have to do it, but we got to call her to the carpet. Love Jasmine brand. Quote her a lot, but she did something that I thought was not okay. Anyway, see y'all tomorrow with that pre-record. Have a good one.